Now, Ashley, I do enjoy your home furniture, but what I don't enjoy is you pregnant with my child.
For too long.
Oh, wow. Hey, it's me, kids. Hey, it's me. I'm not going to say my name because I can't, but I love the sound of my own name. Followed by the sound of my own name. Followed by the sound of my own name. All right. You want me to tell you it? Oh, I'm Madman. The one with the latex and the nipples ribbed for your viewing pleasure. Anyway, today on the Fear Fiction Podcast, Abysmii talks about interdimensional ripping and its dangers. Papreeka wants to look like John Belushi. Slimebeast drinks fetal juice. Fetal juice. DP gets pulled out of the Apollo, and Chelsea gets put on a government list. But is this thing recording?
I start recording. Who's got a cold open?
Papreeka, go.
My partner has made me a very subpar gin and tonic.
My partner has been subpar. There's the cold open.
I'm going to park you in a submarine and throw it to the bottom of the ocean.
I'm going to park.
That took a while.
Truck
it was like it was computer generated.
Your car.
Take you down into a submarine? That sounds rather romantic. He is threatening you with a good time.
I don't know.
Take me down to a submarine
with a high pressure situation.
And of course, when she's in the submarine, she can't say no because of the blood bubbles in her bloodstream.
Bubbles in her.
Because if she says no, she'll get the bends.
Mm-hmm. She bends or she gets the bends. What?
I will take you underwater.
There's the threat.
What the fuck?
I will show you the ocean floor.
That is not the obvious Disney reference. It's Under the Sea.
You'll be unable to breathe anymore.
I'll take you under the sea.
I'll put you under the ground, and then I'll go to town and braid your head on a pike. What song is this? What are we?
I was trying to make I'll Make a Man Out of You, but
oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Under the sea, you cannot
from the way
breathe.
I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. I'm full of chalk.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Why should I worry? Why should I care? This submarine has a leak and I'm running out of air.
Fucking American anime, folks. That's what we're discussing. It's
Pretty
all
much.
just anime, people.
Submarines are anime?
No, Disney.
Mm.
Disney is America. What would you call that? Macrame. That's
it's pronounced anime.
oh fuck.
Yep.
That's the worst group of people on the internet for weeaboos is people who insist upon anime. It's like, no, you're an
Anime?
American. The 90s kids decided it's pronounced anime, so you're going to have to live with it, buddy.
Are they worse or are Dark Souls fans worse?
It's pronounced Dark Souls. Yeah.
Pronouncing Skyrim correctly.
All right. So what's the actual cold open is going to be? What is it?
No, that's it.
Chelsea, go.
Wait,
Chelsea, real cold open.
Did you just replace my cold open?
No.
Okay.
We're gonna
During
put it over
Women's
here on the
Month.
fridge.
Wow.
It's gonna have a special place.
Replacing, it's a diversity hire. We've gone to pure white woman.
God damn it.
Right, you've gotta replace the minority woman with the. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, she's a lesbian who is interested in men, so that's more of an oppressed group.
Doesn't that technically make me a bisexual?
Doesn't that technically make you
But then, if
self-loathing?
you're a bisexual, you're less things. You want to go for more things.
Oh, I see.
You'll get more minority points for having more things.
You
I
get
don't
more and
understand
pay
how
less.
this works.
Here's
It's a
what
point
you can
system.
It's a point system.
do. If you're a bisexual lesbian, then that's two different groups. You're getting twice the amount of gay plus some straight in there.
If you're a bisexual lesbian, I want to know who you are. How to
We
find
need to
you.
have you on a list somewhere. So
Whoa.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
The bisexual.
Listen, it's like you have to go do a national registry and register as a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
you have to get big L's on your arm.
If you are a lesbian, please press this box.
Hi, yes, my name's Chelsea. I'm a lesbian. Oh, where's your L?
It's true.
I forgot it at home.
I
What a
forgot
major L.
L.
Chelsea just took the L on our armband and she scraped it into a B.
Damn. All right.
Okay, what's real cold open?
Don't you have a list of cold opens?
Abysmii, go.
Abysmii, cold open.
Downloading drivers for audio interface equipment sure is tough.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right, well, that's the shortest one of all. DP, go.
Well, you wanted a cold open. That one was like close to
I said
Kelvin.
That's a post-mortem open. That's not even called.
Yeah, so I'm downloading a bunch of different drivers for my synths, and I have this one called Chinese Dog Bath. Let's see what it makes sounds for.
God damn.
Oh, no.
That is so horrifying because it's implying that there is so much oil in the wok
If it can drown.
that it can drown while boiling.
Jesus Christ.
So
Wait
No,
a
that-
minute.
that
Is that what
means-
a Chinese dog bath has been all this time? I thought we were just referencing your fucking tub you bought.
Yeah, that's fucked up,
Jesus
Brandon.
Christ.
That means that it's full of oil
more
and they're
fucked up
drowning the
than
dog
lesbians.
before they actually heat up the oil.
Welcome to the Fear Fiction Podcast, unknowingly racist for a year.
you didn't know we made that explicit joke at the time.
Yeah, but I didn't think we were... Jesus Christ. I didn't think we were carrying that out throughout all the episodes. Now we have to remove twice the content.
All right,
Elias.
here's my real cold open. Pow. Ooh, boy.
How, ooh. Ha. Tell me if you guys like my rapping skills. How, ooh.
How
I don't like your rapping skills.
Brandon, you really should have practiced or at least written a song before you got up on stage at the Apollo.
Boo, boo, boo. just Napoleon Dynamite going on stage in front of the live at the Apollo in blackface. Oh boy, this cold brew Jaeger's hidden. Powdered wigs on founding fathers were kind of cringe, to be honest.
It was acceptable at the time.
It was acceptable in the 1680s. I don't know when our country.
Is that the cold open?
1770s.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Someone knew it.
The 1780s, known for all of the people playing synthwave on their flutes as they rode into war. 'cause
With
it was
their
the
powdered
80s.
wigs.
Mhm. Their
Were
powdered
they
wigs
powdered
and
or
their...
were they just made of polar bear hair?
Elias, tell Abysmii to insert a version of macaroni in his hat and make it synthwave.
Tell Abysmii to put macaroni in his hat. Elias, do it now.
Do it now.
Just jump up, sneak up, surprise Abysmii. Abysmii, forget I'm saying this. Don't listen, cover your ears. Elias, sneak up behind Abysmii and jump on him and stuff macaroni in his hat now. Get him. 3, 2, 1, go.
Just stuffing macaroni his ass. Would it be cooked macaroni or raw?
What the fuck?
Mixture of both.
I heard ass too.
It's just al dente.
Yeah.
Ass dente.
Okay, put uncooked macaroni in his ass and just put your finger up there occasionally and see if it's al dente yet and pull it out.
Throw it at the wall to see when it's done.
Oh.
That's what people do.
Shitteroni. Yeah, absolutely. Now,
All right.
Slimebeast, what's your cold open? Let's hear the real cold open.
All right. How soon is too soon to start planning for an abortion? Can it be before you met the girl? Is it inappropriate to start setting up the underpinnings of how and when you'll go about it?
Date 2. Hey, you know what, Ashley? I really like you, but I think we're gonna have to abort the kid.
Yeah.
No, you have to have that conversation though. You have to put your hands together. So if I bust inside you, we're getting an abortion, correct? Like you need.
Yeah, you got to do that within the first 5 minutes, so you're not wasting your time.
That's right. Now, Ashley, I do enjoy your home furniture, but what I don't enjoy is you pregnant with my child.
For too long.
Elias, I need you to make a pro-life tweet and send it to Ashley Home Furniture on Twitter.
They probably would retweet it. I don't know. You never know with these companies.
It's always amazing when you get the bot that just automatically retweets anything that mentions it. It's like, this is so easy to manipulate.
There's a new website from the creators of Ashley Madison that helps hook people up with safe and proper abortion clinics in other states. People are complaining, though, about the name of the site. They think that Ashley Murder Son is inappropriate. All right, that's my cold open. Incredibly terrible and awful. Let's go.
That was terrible.
Let us know in the comments who had the worst cold open.
Oh yeah, it's going to be Abysmii. I'm installing drivers next.
No, it's probably going to end up being mine because I'm just like, hey guys, aren't powdered wigs cringe? I'm hoping that I get the most votes. That was a terrible code open on my part.
You haven't been on TikTok in the past week, I can tell, because it's nothing but Zoomers and powdered wigs. Guys, have you heard about this new thing called powdered wigs? We discovered it.
Everybody's doing the hair wig challenge.
As opposed to what?
Chop your hair
All
off
these
and put on a
millennials
wig
kept
and then
getting
take the
colors in
wig
their
off.
hair.
Don't forget the bald for Bieber thing was a thing. So like, it's not a stretch that the Zoomers would be doing powdered wigs by now.
Kids are calling it
Getting your wig powdered.
No, kids are calling it. That's great. That's perfect.
Hey, Abysmii,
Sums up everything.
Do you remember that day where we went like 3 different places and we were just surrounded by goth teenagers and we were like, "What?
Oh, a bunch of baby bats?
Little baby
Is this coming back?" And it turned out that it was literally Goth Day.
It was International Goth Day.
It was International Goth Day, and none of the Zoomers decided to give us millennials the memo on this. I would have dressed up for that shit.
Hasn't International Goth Day been a thing for like 20 years?
Isn't there like an International Everything Day?
Pretty much.
Like
That's why.
Like a taco day? If
That's
people actually
Tuesdays.
celebrated it, then I might be more interested.
I love how Abysmii was like, this is going to be really hard on Papreeka. There's 3 funerals we have to go to today. I think I'll just tell her it's International Goth Day.
Okay, so today, let's find out. It's National Lasagna Day.
So everybody dresses as Garfield, or?
Yep.
Oh.
It's also National Lipstick Day.
So everybody
Lame.
dresses as lipstick lesbians, or?
Here's
Well,
the issue.
it depends on if we make it a thing or not.
It's neither of these days as this episode comes out. The day that this episode comes out is the 200th episode anniversary of Fearfic.
Well, yeah, but fuck that.
who gives a shit?
2 years.
Yeah, but fuck that.
Yeah, but I don't. give a
Not as
shit.
important as lasagna.
It's International Tiger Day too, by the way.
So everybody dresses as tigers?
Rip.
Wait a
I
minute.
guess you give tigers like more meat or something.
Wait a minute.
Aborted baby.
You give them
Lasagna?
aborted babies.
Yep.
Lasagna, tigers, and lesbians, was it? Or lipstick? This is Garfield Day.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Lipstick Day is basically Lesbian Day. It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Garfield Day. Tiger, lasagna, yeah.
Yeah. It was a smart joke. It was really...
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Fucking millennials don't know what Garfield is.
That is patently false.
Have we discussed Garfield minus Garfield?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I
It's
prefer
incredible.
Hagar the Horrible with Beetle Bailey.
Speaking of Beatles, Beetlejuice.
We only said it once. Who cares?
Okay, yeah, we only said it once, and
What
we
if
will
you
not.
say it 4 times? What happens?
He impregnates you.
Oh no.
He aborts your baby.
And if you say it 5 times, he impregnates you. And if you say it 6 times, quick enough in rapid succession, he won't get the chance to impregnate you.
I
Okay,
see.
so it'll be premature.
And if you say Beetlejuice 3 times in a row, and then he impregnates you, and then you say Beetlejuice another 3 times, you'll be able to abort it.
If you just keep saying it over and over again, he eventually gets stretched across multiple realities and then just blows up.
So
I don't know
what
why
you're
people
saying
haven't, tried this yet to get rid of him.
Is
And if-
we should set up like an AI, like an
Mhm.
algorithm that does this automatically. Just says
We-
Beetlejuice
Okay,
n number
okay.
of times.
That website was You're the Man Now, Dog. It just needs to be something saying Beetlejuice 8,000 times an hour.
What about, okay, Elias, I'm not kidding. Please, without any explanation, put together a 10-hour Beetlejuice video where it's just Beetlejuice looping someone saying it from the movie. Do it.
Yeah, and then Abysmii, make a beat out of it.
Yeah.
That'd be
Comes
pretty
in at
awesome.
like hour
Okay.
8.
Okay, he's like, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Just create content more and faster.
Oh my god, that's the treadmill we're on, huh?
Mhm.
Every day, all the time. Feels great.
Just prosecute laws faster, and then the court system is like, no, don't.
Nah, dog, we ain't doing that.
You're gonna pace yourself at an uncomfortable pace, buddy.
Best I can do is 3 months from now.
So what do you guys?
But I
drink?
thought people were entitled to a quick and speedy trial.
See, the founding fathers could predict certain things like smartphones and the internet and automatic weapons, but what they could not predict was bureaucracy.
No.
Yes, they predicted automatic weapons.
Well, just funny because
Legislated for that.
back then, bureaucracy was literally like, all right, everyone show up to Congress. We're going to do this like once a year, and it takes everyone weeks to get here, and they still managed to get more done.
And then
than
whoever is
today.
still alive at the end and hasn't been shot or poisoned by bad food gets to make the laws.
And some people were like South Carolina would tell North Carolina's rep, you know what, just go for me. I don't feel like going. Just do whatever.
That still happens. Yeah.
Just vote for me, man. It's fine.
Dude, can you North Carolina, can you just write South Carolina down? Like I was there, like when they do roll call and they say South Carolina, can you just say muffled, be like here, like that, dude, and just
Write down that I was here and write down that I did something really cool.
Yeah.
And then
everyone
you just
was really
find the representative smoking pot outside of a grocery store when they go to look for him.
God damn it.
It's just like, dude, I can't do that for you. I can't vouch for you again. They looked at me weird last time I showed up with the two sashes, the one that said North Carolina, the one that said South Carolina. They were like, dude, what? Did you guys unite when we weren't looking? It's
Bro,
like, no.
Bro, I got it. Just wear a sash that says Carolina. Then they can't question you.
Exactly. Dude, what the fuck is this, man? I send you up there to represent me and you come back with this and it says I'm the Palmetto State? What the fuck is that, dude?
I had
Why
to
did
write
you
something
pick this,
down. They were
man?
looking at me weird.
When Chelsea and I went to Kentucky, we did a bourbon tour in the Evan Williams factory, and they had this really cool room that you go into, and it has a projector on one side, but it's you're in the room with local politicians, and it was funny because and it's in history, right? It's giving you a history lesson, so it's giving you this history lesson about these politicians showing up, and all of the politicians are just like, well, where's the whiskey guy? Because I'm not going to start legislating shit until I'm drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
And, I'm not a historian, but I'm fairly certain that that's historically accurate.
That's absolutely accurate.
All right, so the Beetlejuice Lost Episode, is that what we're here for?
So, Paprika, I hear that you have a shitty gin and tonic because Abysmii doesn't know how to put two ingredients into a glass.
Well, no, it's just more he gave me a really shitty hurried gin and tonic with
because it was 6 o'clock, and I was like, okay, let's sit down. You're like,
haphazard.
where's my
rosemary.
drink?
No,
Where's my drink?
No,
and
no, no, I
fucking
have to
15 minutes
describe-
earlier, you were like,
I
what
have
do you have
to
to
Why
drink?
not
And
start
rattled
the
off
fight
fucking
Okay.
everything.
When we were finally
and
getting
then
to the
you
story.
wait until 6:05 to tell me what drink you want. And then I got to throw it together. And then
Well,
Mouse's
this is
fucking
right.
water bowl was tipped over, so we were even more late. But no, I fucked up on the gin and tonic.
I like how I'm let's get reading the story, and DP is over there, and he pops his mouth open like a frog.
Just throws
No,
a
no,
Doesn't
verbal
move
grenade.
as he
It's on this
speaks, and the
episode.
words just come out, and they say, "So, how about Mexican-American relations?" Fuck.
Look, nobody tunes in to the clusterfuck episodes to hear the story.
Right. So
not a
this,
thing.
this is
True.
going to be messy. But anyways, it's going to be as messy as this gin and fucking tonic, okay?
I'm gonna make you
Because-
another one and just pour it all over you. That's what
Okay,
I'm gonna do.
okay. Here's the impromptu. Chelsea, you're the stenographer. Slimebeast, you're the judge. we're going to adjudicate this. We're going to discuss the gin and tonic issue.
We're going to schedule this for about 3 months from now.
Right.
Got to table this.
And everybody will lose. It'll be great.
Okay, here's the issue. On one hand, Abysmii, it's 2 fucking ingredients. But on the other hand,
No. Categorically untrue, because the one I made had 4 ingredients.
On the other
2
hand,
gins and 2 tonics.
On the other hand, we have Papreeka. You have to admit, a gin and tonic is kind of supposed to be thrown together. It's not supposed to be a masterpiece.
Can you put in that, Mr. Elias? Can you put in that?
Don't call him Mister. Don't call him
a
Mister.
position of honor. The fuck?
He is an intern.
That's like giving Dobby a sock. Now we have to fucking pay him. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Fuck.
Mr. Admiral Elias.
Stop doing it.
Stop giving him unwarranted promotions.
The former president of the United States Elias.
Oh, no.
God damn it.
Our first Mormon president. I'm not prepared for that.
The current president of the United States Elias.
Head of the Soros Foundation, Elias. Oh no, he's the most powerful man in the world now.
Listen, I don't agree with these votes. Okay, I want them to do a recount. I want them to stop the count. My man Elias was clearly ahead.
God damn it. My man Elias. Words never spoken before.
Okay.
Oh.
So I know that you guys are like blustering, but I really want to describe this drink.
Do it.
God.
Because it tastes like bland, first of all. Second of all,
it's a gin and tonic.
First off, no. Set the scene. What kind of glass is it in?
it's in one of our normal water glasses. No special glass
Just in
here.
a puddle on the floor. It's really bad.
It's a fucking dog bowl.
Bisbee did not try at all. It's got all broken glass in it. He dropped the bottle, essentially.
Right. I mean, I might as well exaggerate. It's my defense, right?
Abysmii drops the bottles of gin and tonic. They shatter all over the floor. He just looks at them for a half second, and then he looks up and goes,
All right, I'm
Papreeka, I
done.
made your gin and tonic, and he leaves.
First of all, it is not your defense because you are making allegations against me. I'm on the defense.
Did you notice?
Continue.
Abysmii,
Shut the fuck up, Abysmii.
Abysmii, have you ever had somebody on the stand and they get sworn in immediately? They're like, and this is the part where I'm supposed to exaggerate, right?
Is this where I lie?
Okay, well, first of all, Mr. Abysmii, did you notice that the rosemary had rotten leaves on it?
Oh my
Yes,
God.
and I didn't care.
Whoa.
Oh, well,
Jesus
at least
Christ.
he's not perjuring himself.
This is the
I'd fucking do it again.
The other thing he did
I'm
is
going to
he pretty
ruin your
much
drink.
took a
I'll
whole
do it again.
cucumber and cut it into thirds and put all 3 pieces into my drink. They're too big.
it's too big in my
Cucumber
drink.
pieces are too big.
This
Are they
man.
like too fat?
So
Too
what
fatly
happens
cut,
in a
or, like,
trial?
are they just
They're a garnish, you trollop. Who cares?
So what happens in a trial if you mock the person on the stand? What happens?
I need to know what to draw here.
Well, okay, what happened? Seriously.
It's up to the judge. It's up to the judge.
It is.
How do you
It
feel
is.
about the mocking?
The mocking is fine with me. I'm going to allow it because it's funny. But I
Is it
do have a
invited?
question. I have a direct question for Abysmii. I know this is sort of a little bit out of the ordinary for a judge
Yes,
to
Your
ask the
Honor.
questions, but I'm going to allow it as the judge. Abysmii, what were the other 2 ingredients? Neither of them was antifreeze, right?
No.
Okay, good. Because it sounds like you're trying to kill her.
I used
Giving her
high-quality
rotten
gin.
food and
I'm
big
gonna
old chunks
choke
of
on this
shit.
cucumber.
If
Okay,
she
but
doesn't,
enough about your kinky sex life. What about the trial we have currently?
if she
Tim?
doesn't die from the rotten leaves, the cucumber will surely choke her to death, says Abysmii.
This is going to end up on like a true crime podcast in 5 years of just like the woman that choked to death on a cucumber.
The
Killer
True
gin
Crime
and tonic.
podcast will just be hosted by me and Dead Pallet. Abysmii will be in prison.
So I do have a theory here, and I am saying this on the stand, that Abysmii is actually secretly a Disney villain. So
I see.
I do believe it's possible there's antifreeze in my gin and tonic.
Oh, the gin and toxic.
Mhm,
Dude, that's a great name. I love that.
mhm.
It's a fucking gin and tonic, but instead it's got like some disgusting like
pink salt.
It's gotta be like neon green.
terrible
You gotta put
fucking-
like Mountain Dew in there or Gatorade or some
No,
shit.
what's that? There was a drink in the UK. I don't know if it's like also in the States, but there's probably an equivocal thing. Like it's super super tangy and sweet. It's got like maybe vodka in it, but it's disgusting. It's like a super sweet sour liqueur. or something.
Jägermeister.
No, Jaeger's good. Fuck off.
British
I'm literally
drink
drinking Jägermeister.
Jaeger is dandy.
Jaeger is great.
drink from England. I would say water from the Thames.
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 The Thames.
I can't defend myself and also the English language at the same time.
It's
all right.
pronounced the items.
It's pronounced Taish.
Items. That's the digital
items.
version.
You got too many items on your self checkout. So how about this? We'll call the drink a Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
So you said it twice now.
I've said it quite a few more times.
We've all
than
said it like a billion times.
Oh, have we? Shit, I've lost count.
that. Are we on an
I'm
even
sorry,
amount?
guys. I've been drinking antifreeze. Okay.
Apparently.
Well,
Well.
well.
Oh, well.
Speaking of antifreeze,
Well,
speaking of Beetlejuice, we do have a story.
We do have a story. I guess we should do that. The Beetlejuice Lost Episode. Are you guys fellow Beetleheads? Are you juicers here?
God damn it!
That's
Sorry for my
very-
Beetlejuicer.
Very
Are you-
different things.
I'm a Beelu she. It's the other gender.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
John Belushi? Is that what you
I
said?
think that,
John Belushi.
I think that
Not a gender, he's a
now-
person. Jesus.
everything is included under the term Beetlejinx.
Double. I need you to post a picture of Jim Belushi and say gender goals on Twitter. with a rainbow on each side of like a rainbow emoji on each side of the phrase.
Mhm.
All right, I guess we're going to do this Beetlejuice Lost Episode. How do you feel about that? I noticed you haven't started reading the story yet, and
Mhm.
kind of like it if you start reading the story.
I'm excited for this story.
And
Sounds
you know,
fun.
it sounds fun. We're all excited. I noticed you haven't started reading the story yet.
Has
I
everyone
know.
here seen Beetlejuice?
Oh, hell yeah.
We've noticed you've seen Beetlejuice, and yet you still haven't started reading the Beetlejuice Lost Episode Creepypasta. And we'd really like it if you come on down and start reading that for us.
Has everybody seen the Beetlejuice cartoon?
Some episodes.
We've all seen some episodes, so, you know, it's really good. We're all informed. Probably should start reading this story because it's been 30 minutes. Just come on
Has
down.
it been 30 minutes?
It has been.
Yes.
God, time doesn't exist.
No,
It's dragging on for some of us. Some of us are experiencing this at 0.5 speed.
including the
You know,
viewers.
Judge Slimebeast, you could do other things with your life. I'm just pointing this out.
That is true. Goodbye.
Judge for life. Judge for life.
Just a judge, a parent of a judge being disappointed. You could have been so much more.
You could have been the judge of doctors. What? You could have been a malpractice judge.
Is there do we care if there's an order or anything?
Yeah, we do. We absolutely do. Men first.
Need a judgment.
It goes DCAPS. Decaps.
We're going to read in order of who has the biggest biceps. The Beetlejuice Lost Episode. There's an episode that scientists often do. Experiment that scientists
There's
often
an episode that scientists watched for knowledge on the human anatomy. It's episode 518 of
Bill Nye the
Beetlejuice.
Science Guy.
God damn it.
The science guy. They will insist to the child that they must remember a time that they were lost in the mall. They will describe in vivid detail until the child claims they have remembered it as though it actually happened.
So we can already tell this is an old story. Malls no longer exist. Current scientists ask children to remember a time they couldn't find the right portal in VR chat. Yeah.
It is we discussed baby bats at the beginning. Mall Goths are coming back and they're revitalizing the community. They're a harbinger of terrible things, which is malls coming back.
Mall cop fashion is back on the menu. Everyone's dressing as mall cops.
Oh, that'd be a good bit if I did that kind of prank content.
Mm-hmm.
Do the mall cop costumes have pregnant bellies
Yes.
with them?
Yep.
Pregnant goth mall cops.
All cops are pregnant.
Up next, after Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a 1-hour block of pregnant goth mall cops.
On the Mall Channel.
And they're pregnant, and they're mall cops. Entire theme song.
I like the idea of the Mall Channel, a TV channel just based entirely off of mall-based content.
Mm-hmm.
Probably exists now.
Memories.
I feel like that's what This Is Dan Bell has at the beginning of his videos.
Yes.
Dan Bell?
Oh, sweetie. It's fine. It's fine. Read your story.
Read your story, little man.
If memories can be fabricated this easily, who is to say anything is actually real? Well, the only reason I bring this up is because there was an old show based on the Tim Burton film titled Beetlejuice. It was a cartoon. You may remember it if you grew up in the 90s.
90s.
And if you didn't, fuck you.
Exactly. If you were born past 1990, you're a waste of time.
Unironically,
there's no joke. That's it.
There's no joke.
It's just a statement. It's cool.
You're a waste of breath.
If we are to go by the original plan that we have, it's DP, Chelsea, Abysmii, Papreeka, Slimebeast.
Yes. Yeah, decaps.
Oh, I thought it was men first.
Yeah.
Does that mean that I'm more man than Slimebeast?
No, but you're less of a lesbian and therefore less diverse. I don't know.
Okay.
It's
too complicated. Yes, it's your turn.
Okay. All right. I really kind of liked this cartoon, but there was something messed up about one episode that I watched once. We've all seen and heard of those lost VHS tapes, as there are many of them.
Sid.
As is tradition.
Yeah. He's stealing from me.
He's stealing from me.
Right.
There it is.
You'd think by now we'd have moved on to something else. Haunted DVDs, Blu-ray discs covered in hard drives, the Pirate Bay torrents filled with spooky owls, but no, they're still VHS tapes.
What?
The last VHS... Am I reading the right story?
Blu-ray discs covered in hard drives?
The last VHS tape to ever have been made was in 2006, and it was a Beetlejuice cartoon of all things. The VHS
What's
tape
up?
had
That's
What
true.
Beetlejuice? Literally Beetlejuice, but with an accent like this for some reason. Yo, hey, what's up?
We have to reboot Beetlejuice and make him
What do you mean him?
and contemporary.
We got to get him working.
Brandon, it's 2022. It's time for a female Beetlejuice, okay?
A fetal juice?
Beetlejuice. Boy, I tell you what, if we didn't have any Hollywood elites listening to our podcast before, we do now. There is Beetlejuice. I want to be young forever.
God damn.
Wait a minute. Did we discover one of the 4 ingredients of that gin and tonic?
I think so.
Oh, no wonder I'm loopy. My pheromones are going crazy now.
My head swims whenever I drink fetal juice. I have a low tolerance. God.
I think it's still Chelsea.
How do I? No, I need a moment to compose myself after Beetlejuice.
You're not reading. Why do you need a moment? What the fuck?
There's a lot
We all
of
have to wait for Dead Palette to compose himself so
Yeah,
that Chelsea can read.
DP is like, I need a moment before I can permit Chelsea to read. What? Fuck off.
Chelsea, you're permitted to read.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
VHS tapes had a unique creation process, as the hand-woven tapestry of the tape had to be carefully wound up by Italian women. While
No, not Italian women.
Italian. It is. Oh my God.
I'm a white here.
It's easy to get them confused, isn't it, when you're white?
Damn it. Yeah, white people always have difficulty separating Italian and Indian women.
Goddamn Papreeka, having to pull the goddamn Italian card.
And I'm going to guess that your name is Teresa? Oh, no. Okay. No. Very, very wrong? Oh, okay.
carefully wound up by Indian women, while the plastic itself was
It's getting squeakier and squeakier.
By the way, to the author of the story, the term is Native American, not you fucking.
No,
Jesus Christ.
maybe they mean Indian women.
Whoa, Native
Is that a
American women. Come on
possibility?
now, come on.
was
No, come on. You're going overseas to visit Native America. Come on now, it's different.
Oh my god. The plastic itself was manufactured primarily in Florida, in areas where Indian burial grounds are very popular and filled with the dead souls of our ancestors who haunt these lands.
Wait a minute. They actually did mean Native American.
Yep. They did, yeah. Sorry, my bad. I retract my statement formally.
Why
Chelsea,
this?
Double post on Twitter. Thank God Chelsea has finally retracted her statements about Native Americans.
Oh no.
Chelsea.
Yeah, whatever. Same thing.
Wait, did Abysmii? Oh my god.
Don't play it. Sounds good.
We're never going to read anything more than what we've read so far. That's it.
Oh no.
Welcome to 10 hours of laughing.
What the fuck just happened?
That is insane, Abysmii.
Yeah, pretty good.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, I had to
You're
stop.
gonna play this during the episode because it has to be played.
All right, you know what?
It was requested of me.
Not supposed to hear it.
What is it?
Yeah, that's enough of it.
Oh,
We're done
my
with
god.
All the Slimebeast can handle.
One of the most real things they ever did on The Simpsons was when one of the kids shows something to Homer and he looks at it for 2 seconds and goes, "I'm done with it now." I love doing that to people. I love when somebody shows me something and I say, "I'm done with it now."
Oh my
I
god.
do love hurting people's feelings.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Chelsea,
Story?
Chelsea.
Yes. Okay. Why this? Why that? What's with all the questions? But there was something sinister about this tape that had spooked me out of ever going to the Gold Coast video ever again.
So, are we thinking this is a troll pasta?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Hard to say.
it's hard to say because I'm actually kind of invested in this. I'm definitely invested in this so far.
Sorry, that was the fetal juice. Anyways.
The burp was fine. It was the after it that made me laugh.
Fetal juice. Brr. That's what happens.
It was a very sexually satisfied burp.
Num 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 num, a bunch of fetal juice, yay!
All right. Brr, 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 brr.
Chelsea. Oh no,
Yes.
That's me now.
Abysmii.
Now you did it.
I was sitting in my living room reading Choke by Chuck Palahniuk
Choke Palinhoke.
when I noticed a VHS tape on my lawn.
Yeah.
You all remember in the 90s where VHS tapes were just like tossed on your lawn, right?
Yeah, it was
That
like the
happened all
Paper Boy, but you had the Video Boy.
Yeah.
This is Chuck's tape, VHS tape on the lawn.
That's what Gamefly was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Choke by this Chuck P fellow. Chuck P is the person who wrote The Fight Club.
And also...
Oh.
Yes.
Someone had dug a ditch and placed a pizza box. Hold on a minute. Is this just ripping off fucking Pizza Hut?
Yes.
That resembled a tombstone in front of it. It's pretty cool.
Everybody ripping off of DP's original stories that he came up with all on his own.
Mm-hmm. The words "rip" were scrawled in poorly done marker. I picked up the VHS. I assumed someone had dropped it and dug that and put it in there, yeah.
Yes.
But when I examined the cover, I noticed a great deal of scratches. It was as though it had simply fallen out of the sky. I knew I had seen it a long time ago. That's a weird way of saying that. As a kid, I had a doll of Beetlejuice that came with a plastic bed tombstone, and you would slide it in, and a secret compartment would lock Beetlejuice away, creating the illusion.
Forever. That's the end of toy.
Woo! Can never get it back, creating the illusion he had vanished. I've said Beetlejuice 3 times, but keep in mind, I'm stating this after the fact. I actually said Beetlejuice many times, perhaps one more time than I should have. I said Beetlejuice at least 6 times. Okay, this is a troll pasta.
I disagree. I think that this is making a sincere attempt so far.
Well, it's very, very self-aware, so...
Yes, for sure.
Brandon is like, I disagree. I'm wrong, but I disagree nonetheless.
I think that it's self-aware. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed when I got into the house that someone had gone into my fridge and moved the orange juice out of its proper receptacle.
Huh.
I assumed it was merely a burglar, or perhaps a very intelligent squirrel, and closed the fridge. Or like a cartoon squirrel, maybe? I know.
DP, is your faith dropping by the second here that it's not a troll pasta?
No,
The troll pasta.
absolutely not. I think that this is a self-aware writer writing funny dialogue.
It could be like a Hanna-Barbera squirrel, you know?
Yes. Hanna-Barbera, by the way, was a squirrel. He was a man named Hanna-Barbera. He always wore a squirrel costume.
He was a bunch of squirrels in a businessman costume.
Yeah. Just this hand awkwardly sweeping across the boardroom table to grab at the nuts in the fucking bowl, knocking it all over.
Everybody gets free nuts at his company.
Yeah. As the bowl goes over, you just hear Hanna-Barbera in a million voices going...
I dropped my glass of orange juice.
Outside of Hanna-Barbera Studios, there's a bunch of trees that are getting cut down, and a bunch of squirrels are running out of it, and it distracts Hanna-Barbera, the bunch of squirrels in the human suit. They're very angry about it.
All the squirrels come running into the building and all jump into the suit with the other squirrels, and it starts tearing at the seams.
So do the squirrels take turns being Hanna-Barbera?
Yes. Stupid.
It's a bunch of squirrels controlled by an alien.
Mm-hmm. A squalien.
I'm going to make the best cartoon shows with a minimal budget and limited animation by harvesting the most powerful minds on Earth, squirrels.
Exactly. If they could remember where they buried their nuts in winter, perhaps they can remember what makes a good show. I don't know.
Ooh, wow.
Fuck it. Press this big red alien button. I don't know. Fuck it. Beep.
These are similar skills on my planet.
Yeah.
Huh. What an amazing tangent.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped my glass of orange.
It's me, the amazing tangent. Oh, thank God you're here, amazing tangent. The bank is being robbed. The bank? Why, that reminds me of when I used to go with my father. He was a fisherman.
That's why I love having Papreeka on. Because whenever the three of us record, we try to do yes and we try to make decent jokes. And if someone says something bad, Papreeka's just like, well, that was stupid. Anyway.
It's true.
When?
She's the voice of Papreezan.
Papreezan? What's Papreezan?
Reason, but from Paprika.
Oh, reason.
Yeah.
Treason.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Treason.
She's the voice of treason. Listen.
The reason for the season is treason.
Are we talking about the 4th of July?
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about the January 6th, or whatever the fuck.
We should make a new 4th of July. Anyways.
January 6th.
Welcome to 4th of July 2. You mean 5th of July? Yes.
Can I read now?
You can try.
I dropped my glass of orange juice when I noticed what happened next in my kitchen. There was a man's head with a greasy white head and crooked yellow teeth where I usually kept the pineapples. So it was Slimebeast.
Yeah.
I dropped my orange juice, spilling it all over the linoleum floor. I blinked and the image was gone. Oh, so it's like so it's Mr. Juice.
Yeah.
I dropped my orange juice, spilling it all over the linoleum floor. I blinked and the image was gone. Did I imagine that? Of course I did. Heads don't just rest on countertops.
True.
The pineapple stared at me, smiling. I suddenly had a strange craving for buffalo wings.
What the fuck?
Preheated the oven to 350 degrees, wrapped a baking sheet in tinfoil, and basted some wings with buffalo sauce. Just then, my phone rang. The caller ID said, "Beetlejuice," and I was a little distracted and may have added too much spicy wing sauce.
This is a troll pasta. It's having fun.
As
DT.
Too much spicy wing sauce? Is that a thing?
Not for you.
What's the etymology of troll pasta here? Because I can see how you guys are saying that, but I just feel that doesn't accurately describe what's happening here.
It's not a troll pasta; it's a juice pasta.
I think that the troll postular factors here are the random non sequiturs that are nonsensical in nature, where it's the pineapple smiled back at me and things like that. It's things that are similar to what people actually write when they're not joking, but pushed to that little bit of a limit where it's making fun of creepypastas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's definitely. I think it's being self-indulgent with the tropes of creepypasta in a certain way. It's giving me very vivid imagery, and I'm kind of along for the ride. It's trolling. It's playful. I don't know if it's trolling.
So, Deepre, you bring up a good point because it's Beetlejuice. So anything that's it's gonna sound like a troll pasta,
For
regardless,
sure.
right?
Yeah, that almost plays into the character of Beetlejuice, who is very playful with reality when he's given power.
I could have left it alone, shut it off, ate my buffalo wings, and went along on my merry way. But I didn't. I picked up the phone. Hello? I said. How are the wings? A voice whispered. I looked out my window and thought I saw a man in a striped pajama suit dance by. It was the boy in the striped pajamas. But it was merely a collection of coats.
Ooh, that was a dark reference.
Not really, because it was a fake story, but... So, DP.
Yes.
I looked out my window and thought I saw a man in striped pajama suit dance by. But it was merely a collection of coats, DP.
Yeah.
Outside his window, moving by his window, was simply a collection of coats.
Doesn't this
Instead
feel-
of squirrels, it's just like coats stuffed into a coat.
It's coats stuffed into a squirrel, yeah.
If this was coats hung up in a closet, that would make sense. But a bunch of coats just outside doesn't make a lot of sense.
just a bunch of coats outside for a bunch of coats inside of a coat? Listen.
God damn it. What would you do if the next great creepypasta icon was a big squirrel costume, like a Fazbear kind of thing, but when you opened it up, it was all normal clothes stuffed inside?
That's
Pretty
horrifying.
cool.
It does kind of legitimately remind me of a children's book called Jumblebee Jones, which is kind of like about a monster in the closet made out of clothes.
Sounds
Have you ever?
made up.
Aw.
It's pretty cool. It's a neat little read if you ever want to hunt it up.
Yeah, it terrified DP for the longest time. He had nightmares.
I
He read it when he was 20, but yeah, sorry.
Now he doesn't wear clothes.
Well, I'm sleeping, correct. But I did get afraid of it as a child, and I loved being afraid as a child. I don't know about anybody else.
Uh-huh.
DP was like, ooh, a ravine. I wonder what it would feel like if I fell to the bottom of that.
No, nothing like that.
Let
but
me
I mean,
bask in this.
when I would lay down for a night, like my parents would come in with belts and like snap them and like get ready to him, and I would be very afraid. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm enjoying this actually.
My parents would come in with belts and snap them and hit me and be like, "This will get rid of the boogeyman."
We need to call somebody for DP.
Boogeyman won't want to mess with a kid who's already been beaten. No fun in it. No sport.
We're gonna get the boogeyman away from you, sport.
Boogeyman likes to chase down his meal, so we're going to just lash you to the bed.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna tie you
Watch
down and make you
Pinocchio.
watch a Beetlejuice cartoon.
Yeah, exactly.
I sat down on couch, licking the wing sauce off of my fingers. The couch seemed more slithery and scale-like. I noticed blood dripping from one of the legs of the couch, and I made no notice of it as I continued to lick the wing sauce.
DP, I noticed blood dripping, and I made no notice of it. Not a troll pasta?
While you're eating some Beefalo Wild Wings? Absolutely not.
God damn it, you contrarian piece of shit. You're the Mike Swastika of this show.
Sorry, say that again?
Oh, that's a deep
My-
cut.
From Red Armband Media? Was that? What was it?
Oh, okay. All right.
Third Reich Media.
From
Damn.
Haruhi Suzumiya.
God damn it. Then there's, what is it?
I'm
Rich
disappointed.
Eva Braun? I don't know. Again.
I'm disappointed that none of the three other weebs in this chat fucking reacted to my Haruhi Suzumiya joke.
Yeah.
Chelsea, you're not in my corner.
Wait, what?
That
other weeks?
anime came out when we were in high school.
Yeah, and she.
It's been over 10 years.
Nobody wants to be
I
in
know
the
you're
corner with a
disappointed that it never continued.
Chelsea, I don't know if you're making a joke, but it did continue, and I'm not happy that it did.
I'm making myself laugh.
The joke is that she had a red armband anyway, and it rhymed.
Hilarious.
Elias, put red armbands on all of our avatars.
Jesus Christ, no.
No.
Put a black armband on mine and just put 9/11 on it. Remembering it. God, I'm remembering it. Oh, God.
Oh, God. I sat down. Oh, no. I just read, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I put the VHS tape in after not having said anything about it for a long time.
In the story.
Mm-hmm.
It was indeed a Beetlejuice cartoon, but something was off. Instead of the normal episode, it was just a Beetlejuice walking into a Red Lobster and ordering popcorn chip.
Just one Beetlejuice.
I'm kind of out of money right now. Could I just get one popcorn shrimp?
Chelsea, what was that
great.
inflection at the end? Popcorn shrimp?
Would you like anything with just the popcorn shrimp?
I was about to say popcorn chicken, and I stopped myself. It came out really weird.
It's a good thing you didn't. Otherwise, they'd make fun of you.
We would have made fun of you so hard, but now we have full respect for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! Ordering
Now
popcorn
Chelsea is-
shrimp.
She's impervious to criticism because she said it correctly.
Yep.
Can we get the official Fear Fiction wiki changed? Can we have it changed to Chelsea quote unquote popcorn shrimp Comer?
Okay, he sat there for about 9 minutes alone,
Time
waiting
to
for
do.
the popcorn shrimp to arrive.
God damn it.
When he checked his watch, I began to get nervous.
Sure.
It was when.
It was.
So he's checking his watch like he does in the movie. So this is in character.
Right.
This is not a troll pasta.
Let's see.
Yeah,
But they never really explained that in the movie, do they?
Beetlejuice's famous thing of checking his watch constantly.
He's
What
just
would you
in a hurry to make himself be big for unknown reasons.
Well, no, that was my favorite scene as a kid is when he was like checking his watch and he's in there with the head shrinker. And it
Oh,
shrinks his
yeah.
head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
like
that's at the end of the movie.
I know, but that's like the best scene.
He was happy it was over because he had to use the restroom. So, what would you do? What would you do if you saw a film? What would you do? This is a question that has no reasonable answer, but I'm going to frame it that way. What would you do if you're watching a movie and throughout the entire film, one of the main characters was always looking at the camera and checking his watch, just out of character? Like you're watching the new Marvel movie, the big, spectacle, Avengers 5 or 6 or whatever the fuck. And every so often in the background, just like, I don't know, who are the new Avengers going to be?
Who cares?
The
Yeah.
watch checker.
Wiper.
Squirrel, Coat Man,
Wiper boy, I don't know. Yeah, Coat Man.
Butt Wiper.
In the background, Coat Man is just checking his watch and looking at the camera every once in a while. Like
Iron Man, but it's a dog. I don't know.
It's a dog.
No, it's the new superhero, Fetal Juicer, and he just occasionally shows up in the background with a baby in a blender, and he's just like, "Vrrp."
Beetlejuice!
Go ahead. What the fuck?
Hmm?
Go ahead.
Read.
Continue.
No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if you guys are done.
We're not, but go
We're never
ahead.
done.
Don't bother.
Shrimp's alive, he giggled to the waitress. Wait a minute. I had said that to the waitress when I went to Red Lobster last week, and she found it very awkward. I was starting to think that there was something very sinister and disturbing about this tape that made me feel the sudden need to shut it off.
Lobsters are in the same family as the roach, Beetlejuice said. They're basically the giant, meaty lobster roaches of the sea. He wasn't really talking to anyone. He pointed to the large, hairy, and deformed strawberry in his strawberry daiquiri. And this is a genetically modified strawberry, he began. He pointed to a burger that seemed to be dripping bacteria. A man that looked like Hitler was shown sitting with him, eating a hamburger.
It's you.
You're Hitler.
It's Hitler. It's a racist.
And this burger was cooked out of cows that are up to their knees in their own shit all day.
Aren't we all? No, sorry. Aren't we all? Beetlejuice sniggered and the tape cut off.
Pretty good.
When it came...
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Star Search is over. We have our female Beetlejuice, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Alrighty. Straight to streaming.
You have your Belushi. When it came back on, Beetlejuice was going home. Except it was my home. Same lawn, same Ford Taurus, with a dented rear view mirror with same living room. What in God's name was going on? I felt something sinister occurring as he jimmied the cartoon lock to my door, walked into my cartoon living room, went into the kitchen, and opened the stove door. He was eating my buffalo wings.
Oh, okay, good.
Beetlejuice? I said it once.
Beetlejuice
I said it
eats my
once.
ass? Gone sexual?
God damn it. Help me, Step Ghost. I checked on my buffalo wings to ensure that they were still being properly cooked and basted in Dad's famous wing sauce, and they were. Then ventured to continue watching the tape. This is a long story.
Let's put aside the controversy of whether this is a troll pasta or not. Are you enjoying it?
Are you talking to me personally?
Yes.
No.
He doesn't enjoy anything. I'm enjoying it.
I'm along for the ride.
This is, in my estimation, putting aside whether or not it is a troll pasta, the question of it, it's just, to me, it's doing the thing of using the tropes from Lost Episode stories to poke fun at those tropes, but it's been done so many fucking times now. You know, like poking fun at it by using it and so on and so forth.
Well, I wonder when it was written. Like, was that still okay to do? Let's see. 2014.
Okay. So that's fine.
Written by CJ March 84, and we know who that is.
The writer of Nebraska. Yep.
Yes.
Yes. That.
Oh, we need to get an AI to do that, to have Dave the Useless write Baraska.
Oh, God.
Ooh, yeah.
I walked halfway up the mountain and got tired. I'll never make it to the top, I said. So I walked back down. Anyway.
Could you imagine short story 1 doing Baraska?
Oh, God. Inside the mountain, I saw several other mountains. Wait.
It would be 6 paragraphs long instead of 5.
When I came out of the small mountain within the mountain, there was the mountain man. He was made out of mountains.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I asked him what he was doing, and he said mountain. All right, where was I here?
Rusty Mounter here. I can't remember whose turn it is.
I went into the bathroom and...
who went last?
You. So it's Slimebeast.
Yeah, I read the famous wing sauce shit. I went into the bathroom and noticed a strange scar on my mouth. I heard a voice whispering at my window. Did you ever consider the thought that maybe, just maybe, we are all bacteria? Bacteria that evolved to enclose itself, learn to walk, clothe, invent, and get what it fucking deserves. I went on WebMD to check the symptoms of genital herpes. Okay.
What?
Then I went back to watch the spooky tape, but the couch was situated facing the TV, meaning I would have to walk all the way around, and somehow a pair of comedically large roller skates had blocked the path, to the extent that if I walked anywhere near them, I would surely trip, considering there was still orange juice dripping all over the floor. Brawny towels aren't as effective as you think. They're not as effective as you think at all.
I went back to watch the spooky tape, and it told me...
Wait. Wasn't it blood?
Yes.
Some what blood?
Yes, it was
The
a bottle
orange
of
juice.
blood.
Oh, whatever.
Then I went back to watch the spooky tape, which told me that I would have to tolerate dealing with Beetlejuice for 7 days.
No. No.
And then it's just Papreeka as a female Beetlejuice, like, hey, it's me, Papreeka, me, Beetlejuice.
Hey, it's me,
Is
Papreeka.
Beetlejuice Italian now?
Yep.
I'm a Native American. Hey, how you doing? Hey, oh. Oh, it's Italian.
Boy, the salty wing sauce had sure made me thirsty. I poured myself a glass of cold OJ and went to take a sip. As the glass reached my lips, I felt a tiny insect pincer latch onto my tongue and clip it into 2 pieces. Now I could move both parts of my tongue independently, and I was a cool e-girl. Blood dripped down from my chin, and I continued drinking the orange juice as I was quite thirsty. My juice, it was filled with insects. Oh my God! Not just any insects, but beetles. There's beetles in my juice, I screamed aloud.
Okay.
We have the twist.
They said it. They said the title.
Even though no one would have heard me. I want orange juice, not Beetlejuice, I stuttered. Suddenly, a chill crept across my spine. I had it said it twice.
I had it said was twice.
I had it said was twice.
I screamed suddenly as I turned my head and noticed someone had put an
Someone had put a toddler.
Someone who
toddler.
put Hikaru Utada.
I turned my head suddenly and shouted Hakuna Matata.
anatomically life-size skeleton version of myself inside the kitchen near the breakfast nook.
How do you know it's you?
Somehow,
Like, how many times has this
I'd
person
notice
gotten
that rib
x-rayed
cage
and
anywhere.
stared at their bones?
somehow there was a 70-foot high skeleton inside my breakfast nook.
Mm-hmm.
He was sitting the same way I did, and someone had left eaten buffalo wings around him. The skeleton was smiling.
Fuck.
What else can it do?
All of a sudden, a tiny man danced across my kitchen table.
What's the man from Stanistan?
Oh, that is. Oh.
I squinted to make sure I wasn't hallucinating, and I wasn't. How do you know? He was in a striped suit. I think he wanted me to solve a riddle for some reason. He pointed to some dishes, then he pointed to a shovel near the grave outside. Dish, shovel? I said. He slapped his face angrily and ran under the fridge where I had a combat roach trap resting. Combat should be capitalized and with a registered trademark. He ate a small piece of the food inside as his intestines began to get jammed, how would you know, and turned to glue. And he fell over dead. I immediately dialed...
Our lawyer here just being like, did you register the trademark? The story's illegal.
Isn't law fun, kids?
Yeah.
Try being married to that shit.
Try being married to the law.
Constantly be told, you should become a lawyer. And I'm like, it's going to get worse. No, it's going to be fine. I immediately dialed 911 and told them that a tiny man had broken into my home and was eating my roach traps. They sent a paramedic to have me admitted to the insane asylum, but I fortunately gave them my neighbor's address, who I saw...
that's how that works.
Why would... Okay. Who I saw being put into a straitjacket as I got out a potted plant and dug a grave for the tiny suited man. I buried him in the planter. The
And
end.
then I grew a Beetlejuice tree.
Ha ha, I got my neighbor admitted into an insane asylum that doesn't exist anymore.
Lol.
I ventured to watch the tape again and dropped my jaw as I saw the exact sequence of events that had just occurring within the tape. What?
Whoa.
Everything including the juice filled with beetles, a tiny man who choked to death on a trap, and the planter burial was all included, except instead of a skeleton in the chair, there was merely a tombstone with today's date and my name written on it. I thought it was the tape. I thought the tape was over. I got up and looked at the planter, but the grave was open. Strange. A tiny plastic VHS was at the base of the grave, not unlike the other one, the one outside, but smaller.
See, I think this is a metaphor. I think it's a commentary on today's day and age where we're all just living in the moment, and we could die at any moment, and that's why the tombstone is there with his today's date on it. You know.
One day you're a tiny man on a table. The next you're choking to death on a roach trap. It's just the way things go, folks.
I don't make the.
That's
I don't
how
make
my
the
grandpa
rules,
died.
folks.
I'm kidding.
Don't you think it's suspicious that Epstein killed himself with a roach trap in a cell by himself?
No one talks
Exactly.
about the roach traps in his cell. Like no one.
Well, that's
talks
because
about
it's trademarked. They can't talk about it.
True.
Yeah, exactly.
If this got out, it would tank the stocks of the combat rat traps or whatever the fuck we're talking about.
Combat
Think
rat
about
traps.
all of the cease and desist letters that Combat had to write after Epstein was killed.
Big extermination can't take a hit like this.
And the funny thing is,
big roach trap.
the prison where Epstein was being held had a silverfish problem, not roaches.
Oh,
So
no.
what were the roach traps doing there?
Ah.
And the tiny little security tapes from the tiny cameras mounted over the Roach Hotel were mysteriously blank that day. The fuck? All right, is this me?
Yeah.
The VHS tape was still playing. I turned around to see a shot of John Lennon and Paul McCartney using a Jack LaLanne power juicer. We're Beatles, and this sure is good juice, they said. It was strange that the Beatles would advertise juice in a children's cartoon in the 90s, especially because John Lennon would have been dead at this point in time. But I thought nothing of it. John Lennon smiled at the camera. Hey kids, if you like the Beatles and juice, I want you to yell at the camera really loud, I love Beetlejuice.
I want you to meow at the TV really loud.
Why are you meowing? That was really like an inappropriate time. I was doing the whole Liverpudlian accent thing. That was just yeah, fuck off.
Ooh,
Is your
woo.
cat putting on an Italian accent too?
My cat is
Meow.
Hey,
Do cats do that?
yeah.
I'm a feline here.
Over
Ew,
there,
wait.
over here.
I'm
Right.
filling my litter box over here. I paused, thinking this may have been a trap. I mean, in the movie and cartoon, saying Beetlejuice 3 times usually caused Beetlejuice to be exhumed from the dead and harass, possess, and terrify and people. And that was just the cartoon and not real life. I love Beetlejuice, I yelled excitedly, saying Beetlejuice a 3rd time.
The VHS.
Now you done fucked up.
I hate this.
The VHS player exploded. A massive tarantula walked across my lawn. A grizzly man with yellow teeth and an
No.
What?
You read that correctly.
A grizzly?
Hey,
I don't know what the fuck a gristly man is.
I think
made
that
of
he's constantly sucking his teeth like, "Mwah, hey."
He isn't just like made of gristle. He's not.
yes. He's not real. We can't hurt you, said John London.
A
Gristler.
The gristler. A gristly man with yellow teeth and an
Yes.
oversized putty-like head began to scream at me, begging pots and pans. I immediately ran over to hide under the couch, but the couch was a snake. A massive serpent-like head turned and bit at me.
I
Cutting
was
it-
with this story until this moment. That
Yeah.
snake is.
Too long. That's a
Yeah.
giant snake. Unbelievable.
Can't
You're right.
have that. No.
Whoa.
Troll pasta. This was a troll. I concede. I was
Mhm.
incorrect. This is a troll pasta.
Yep. Cutting into my thigh as I fought it off with an umbrella. The stove, the wings were burning. Dozens of living plastic skeletons came in and began to party. They rooted through my cupboard, eating my pasta and tomatoes. They turned up
pasta, my
Just the Italian food. That's it. Just the Italian food.
just
The
these
lasagna, the rigatoni, the ravioli, all of it gone.
The penne.
They turned up the music really loud, and several dead bodies started to pile up on the floor.
There's a plastic skeleton just eating all of the Parmesan cheese out of like a Kroger's plastic tub of Parmesan cheese. It's like, oh, my Parmesan!
Laughing while
No,
it
he's
does
just
that.
like, what's your policy on Parmesan?
It's just going through the dried Parmesan cheese powder, just going through all of the skeleton's ribs.
Body after body was coming up out of the ground. A Native American man was sitting in the corner, crying as the house began to tremble and shake.
Oh, now he's Native American.
Countless
Jesus
dead
Christ, that
people
was
intermingled with the skeletons as the man with yellow teeth snickered away. Blood was raining from the roof, and various large lobsters.
Uh huh.
I think of the Chelsea cutout.
I think the Chelsea
I
broke.
kept reminding me to brush before they fell out.
Chelsea,
Oh,
you cut out for a bit. Go back to various large lobsters and various large lobsters.
Various
Chelsea, go back to
Ve-
various large lobsters and pick up more various large lobsters from various large lobsters, the large lobster store.
Very
Very-
large lobster.
Bubbles, the very large lobster here for Very Large Lobsters Emporium and Crawdad Speakeasy.
Hey, does anybody want to go down to the VLL?
And various large lobsters were crawling across the living room, along with a giant toothbrush with eyes that kept reminding me to brush before they fall out. Beetlejuice smiled at me as his head began to swell. "Snakes alive!" he screamed and exploded into pythons, bushmasters.
How do eyes make you remind you to brush?
Shut
Oh,
up.
okay, sorry.
Jesus.
And fancy mice. The brawny paper towels had clogged the toilet. The septic tank had exploded, and raw sewage flowed across the floor as the highly abrasive urine destroyed my cherry oak shaker cabinets.
Can we
This
play that
story-
Beetlejuice music from the movie now?
Beetlejuice is here and he's ready to save the day.
Beetlejuice is here and it's 2022, so he's gay.
God damn it.
Beetlejuice kicked me in the
It's
mouth.
pride time. Sorry, again.
No, you're good.
Gays alive.
Gays Alive, the ice show coming to your town.
Gays.
Hey, everybody. Have you heard the news? The gays are coming to town. Well, I don't like that. Hey, come on. Give them a chance. Listen to their song. Fuck.
I have to pay. I'm playing the music in the background just to make me happy. Continue.
Beetlejuice kicked me in the mouth, and my teeth did fall out. That's how teeth work. They only fall out twice and never again. You will never get your teeth back. Someone smashed them with a hammer and they exploded into crystalline dust.
I pressed stop and then reverse on the VCR, but the entire sequence of events concluded. I lay there bleeding, cold and naked and angry as the skeletons packed up and left while everything else reversed all the way up to the point where I spilled the juice. It was strange watching life in reverse. It was as though I could see where I had made every mistake and could start again. Like something new and clean, like a newborn baby that I avoided. As I sat on the couch, it all seemed like a distant memory. I knew this had happened, but at the same time, it was just a memory. How could it be a dream? Who could imagine this? A creepypasta author. Well, anyway, I've typed the tale down before I forget it, as it just happened 5 minutes ago. I lost the VHS anyway. It's probably under the couch. Maybe I'll check one day, but I'm typing this onto my iPad, and I'm about to finally eat my buffalo wings, as they're cooked at least. The sauce is grand, and since it's happening in the present, I have a more concrete record at present that the sauce is delicious. And it is. I'm standing outside of my body while a strange cab driver guides me through a brick wall.
This is bullcrap. This is bullcrap because nobody reversed it, and like
he didn't put his thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
I was waiting to make that joke. I'm mad that you got to it before I did.
Well, you got to be quicker.
Please help me, I said. The sauce was too spicy. Someone had added too much spice to the sauce. I was choking to death on buffalo wings before my very eyes. I picked up the cell phone and dialed 911.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. Today we have Beetlejuice.
God damn it.
And they had me on caller ID. I told them that the bone was in my throat and tears are dripping down my face. Please send paramedics immediately. The bone was too deep. It was clogging the air passage.
Don't you hate it when the bone's too deep?
I fell onto the floor, gazing out the window as the paramedics knock on the neighbor's door. Well, there's not nearly enough Beetlejuice in this Beetlejuice story.
There are a lot of things happening, and yet nothing is happening.
Yeah.
Well, it is interesting that this is making fun of these tropes in 2014, and yet there are still stories to this day which unironically use all of these tropes. Like, I'm writing this now from my iPad 5 minutes after it happened. Is like, that is a lot of fucking stories even to this day where it's like, this all just happened yesterday and I'm finally sitting down to write
but I already lost the media that it was on.
Exactly. That's why I can't show you any of it or do anything. And it's a shame because the ending where he sent the paramedics to his neighbor's house earlier, that comes back to bite him in the ass because when they come to save his life, they go to the neighbor's house.
There's good setup and payoff.
Yeah, that's a setup and payoff that would have been good in another story.
I think the problem is subject matter. Making a creepypasta out of, even though like Beetlejuice isn't strictly horror, it's got a comedic side to it. You're like, I don't know, it's not the right subject matter for a lost tape.
What happens if you say Beetlejuice and Candyman intermittently? Like Beetlejuice, Candyman, Beetlejuice, Candyman, Beetlejuice, Candyman.
They both come out of the mirror and kiss.
It's Beetlejuice versus Candyman, and it's set up like it's going to be this awesome action film, and it baits the viewer. It's like, listen, we got the original Candyman actor, we got the original Beetlejuice actor. It's going to be great, and they come out and they just start banging, just not even like just sexual, like real sensual banging too.
Yeah, but they never rated the movie because they just assumed that it would be fine because it's like Beetlejuice and the Candyman. So, but it turned out to be like super hardcore porno.
Well, I'm new here at the ratings board, and I'm all alone due to COVID. I think that because this movie is very gay, it's rated G. I think that'll do. Yeah.
They just get somebody from another country who's just completely unfamiliar with our rating board. It's G. Hey, it's G. That's generally gay.
Hey, this movie is very gay, and my cousin Giuseppe is gay, so I'll put G for Giuseppe. Wait, that's an extra step. What the fuck?
I want to get on the board of the MPAA and change G to mean graphic and not tell anybody.
NC-17 would be...
I wanted
nice children.
For nice children 1 through 7.
Yeah.
So stupid.
NC-17 is Epstein's favorite rating of person to have sex with.
God damn it! I thought it stood for no call if over 17. But again,
I want G to stand for Giuseppe Juice.
yeah, sure.
Don't say it 3 times. We don't know what'll happen.
Giuseppe. It's me, Giuseppe.
Hey, why don't you take a Giuseppe of my Giuseppe juice? This sucks.
You're welcome.
Audience, I want to apologize. Listen, I didn't realize this was going on this long. I know. I'm
Hey.
sorry.
It's me. I'm
Del-
sorry.
I really want to condone your life choices in bringing this story to us today.
I think that I found a good story. It was story.
Technically correct.
Technically correct here, for I'm going to be very smug about this.
Okay,
We stop
bye.
recording, or what are we doing here?
Yeah, we're done with that.
This has been the Fear Fiction Podcast with a whole gang: Abysmii, Papreeka, Slimebeast, Dead Palette, and Chelsea. Music by Abysmii, art by C.F. Comer, edited by Elias the Intern. I've been your Yankee Doodle Dandy, and remember, this episode was brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. They fry in beef tallow or fetal juice, and you won't know which one till it's too late and you're blowing up the adjacent Hobby Lobby.
Well, okay, Mr. Lashfield, just as the vision foretold. 420 small cuts across your body. That's gotta be, well, cuts on over 95% of your body. Are you seeing a vision yet? Another dream? The Heaven Breaker? Mr. Lashfield? Mr. Lashfield? All right, he's shitting himself again.
Heaven Breaker? Where are you? I can feel your presence here. I know I could reach you with my other hand in hand, bending market forces for good, eliminating free will. We could do it, enslave everyone, and bring about harmony. No choice, no right, and no wrong, just perfect decisions for everyone. I know I could bring everyone together. For this, just by killing God.
Is that what you want, Dexter? A perfect world without God?
Who are you? A demon? An angel?
I am your third arm, Dexter. Did the Heaven Breaker not mention me? I'm the pain you feel at night. I'm the one that pushes you away from your epiphanies and clouds your mind with ketamine and the urge to touch yourself in the Walmart dumpster. I am the Hellbreaker, and I don't work for the devil. I am the devil that lays inside you.
No, none of this is true. Why am I only hearing about this now?
Because this is an imperfect reality, Dexter, because on some level, you've always known I'm here. But you're always excused for your actions, our actions, if it's meant that the outcome was what you wanted. You make excuses for me in your head and the different explanations for everyone else.
These are all lies, dirty lies.
We're one and the same, Dexter. One and the same.
Heaven Breaker?
One and the same. One and the same. One and the same. One and the same.
Mr. Lashfield, wake up. We have more questions to answer.